Well, welcome in and thank you for the follow. Feel free to tell us how you found us, what your interests are. Okay, so that was the step. A little like rockety fire stuff and the rocket bottom. I'm offline again? Oh, and I'm back. Call you Skur? Okay, thank you. Welcome in. Apparently Twitch is fucking with me today because this is the third time I've gone out. Or second time I've gone out. Third stream for the day. It's really weird because my OBS is still counting time like nothing happened. Yeah, it OBS is counting like no time has stopped. OBS has not restarted once. So I have no idea what's going on. And if I just snooze the ads, it's only gonna do it for 5 minutes and you'll get them again anyway. For those of you who get ads. I am so sorry that you guys are that is being this way today. It is Patch Tuesday, or I played WoW, it was always Patch Tuesday, but I mean, I feel like Twitch does the same kind of thing. Something about Tuesdays. It is like an odd day to have like a patch day, but whatever. I don't really know. But yes, Skirm, feel free to tell us about yourself, how you found, if you like the chaos, because there's obviously chaos here today, even if I am not responsible for it. I obviously do LEGO and Stream Raiders, but I also play video games, and I do arts and crafts, mostly Diamond Up, but other things as well. Super long, slightly shorter, 3 short. Oh, well, welcome in. I am in the United States. Oh, that's not the right piece. Ignore me. I am in the States. In the IT world, you never do patching on Mondays or Fridays. Yeah, because crap's gonna hit the fan if you do it on a Friday, then you'll be stuck working all weekend. I know, but it's still sucky. That's why I said I don't know. Okay, listen here, keyboard. You are just in the way, not allowing me what I need. Because it still is an odd day. Just because it makes sense in the IT world does not make it any less of an odd day to do things on. I mean, I understand why they do it, but it's still odd. I'm not sure I've seen one like this where it's super tiny on one end of the push pin. That's like, I don't know, a third? Like only a third on this side of the push pin compared to the other side. I don't think I've seen one like that. And it fits just in this tiny, it's in the center, right? Yeah. And it fits just that tiny. It doesn't stick out at all. But I don't think I've seen that before. It wants me. Oh, those were supposed to be facing in. Oh, please. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I've seen it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't build the speed champions, so that makes sense why I haven't seen it before. guess just right there. Let's maybe just, I can't see it. To just like drop it in that hole. Okay, stream rightos. Yes, the Corvette. I know it's been out for a while, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Carrot was kind of talking about that this morning. Like it's hard when like a new set comes out, like especially a big one. Then a lot of the top bigger like Lego streamers, they all have it and they're all building it right away. So like chances are people are gonna watch them build it versus you build it. So I'm not like I don't generally build like a new set as soon as it comes out. I think I've done like one or two that I was really excited for. And I know next month it's going to be a crapshoot because everybody and their grandma is going to be building the Nightmare Before Christmas set because it's October. But I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Humans increase their critical hit chance by plus 1% per tier. Assassins impose 50% attack speed to all by near enemies. Supply. Let's do the human one. But yeah, I kind of waffled on buying it, like at all, and then it was on sale at Target a while back. So I bought it because you know, it was on sale. So that helps solidify the choice. Okay, got my thing. Thing. Okay. But yeah. So gotta turn the page. But I try to do like half and half, so I'll do 4 bags today, and then 5 on Thursday. Let's see how long it'll let me on before it restarts again. Okay, now we're gonna build something else that's going to attach onto there. So we'll just do that. As Carrot likes to say, the chaos build. I'll try and get my troops in, but I'm busy today. That's alright. 'Tis what it is. I'm not worried about it. I'm just sorry you guys have to keep watching, like, I mean, some of you don't get ads, but you know what I mean, like, incessantly watch ads because it can't seem to stay, like, it keeps restarting me. But I guess, are you really streaming if there's not technical difficulties? If there's not some kind of weirdness happening? I think we're building, I don't know, a bumper, fender, something. I'm just guessing. I don't really know. So, I think I'm on bag 3. I don't think I'm on bag 4. I think I'm on bag 3. So I think we have one more bag to do today. And then with any leftover time, we can check out the new game I got today. Like I said, it was only like $7 or $8, so hopefully it turns out to be good. It looked like a game I would like, but that doesn't always mean it's a good game. Or that it's gonna play the way you think it will. On Steam this morning, it was like so-and-so was playing this, but it wouldn't like finish loading the video so I could see. Like what the game looked like in play. These two, one of these, and one of these. And once to do it twice, but and I skipped a step. That's no problem, Mara. Like I always say, real life comes first. But thank you for letting me know. This? Yes, but no, but maybe. I don't know what I've done wrong. I feel like something's not lining up the way it should. Yes, I've done something wrong. Wait, it looks right up to this point. Oh, I'm supposed to do it this way. I figured it out. Nope. I was close to being right. This way. There we go. Pay no attention to me. Sometimes the struggle is real. We'll put that right there. There are 10 of us and 12 of them. And I will just, I won't do the next step, but I will gather or the rest of this step, I will gather the stuff. Look at Rad! All the kills! Whoop whoop, Rad! Let's see. Epics. Ooh, let's do an all-unit thing. That way it doesn't matter what you place. Don't forget you should be able to claim your crystals again now, because it's after 1 o'clock. My time. And that way you have more to spend. Okay, this is not like a full boss full bass. Let's do the War Beast. I wasn't trying to set him outside, I was trying to set him there. You guys are free to set wherever you please, as always. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully with a little less curvicury. So then they want us to take this and... Ooh, I hear police fire something. put it like that. That seems right. So yeah, like the area right kind of below the trunk. I'm gonna go to do my export and have like 500 videos for today. Oh, there's a little tidbit fact. It says the iconic round taillights were first introduced into the Corvette C1 and remain a signature Corvette design detail to this day. I think that was our first little factoid tidbit, but I could be wrong. I could have, like, skipped one, not paying attention. Jesus, this thing does not want to stay together. Let's try this piece first. Then this one, that'll hold some of those pieces together. And then inside and this. And the same on this side. It's a little bitter. I appreciate any lurky lurks. I appreciate everything. If you guys come only for 5 minutes and then you gotta peace out, if you stay the whole time. I'm just sorry the technical difficulties seem to be mounting today. This will be our last bag for the day, but not like I'm done for the day, if that makes sense. We will do other things. We can do some diamond art if you want. We can do diamond art coaster. We can play my new game. We can play Dreamlight Valley. It doesn't. We all have lots of options. If you have a preference, don't hesitate to tell me. I think it's the new game I got today. Let me see if I can look it up. Oh, please. I got... It's called Potion Craft, an alchemist simulator. A wild cloister is loose in chat. Oh, lovely. Have fun. Has all the fun. Okay, we need 2 of those. Not you. Okay, only one of you. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like a happy medium with this car, and it does not seem to be happening. Like, I feel like with it pulled up over the top, that you guys aren't really seeing things because I have to keep moving it back and forth like the car itself. And then, I don't know anymore. I heard the Stream Raiders. Yeah, on this one, nothing too. Stream Raiders. There we go. Brad, you are on a roll today. Oh, alien musketeer. I was trying to get it to tell me what skin it was, but it did not want to tell me. But yeah, you are on a roll today, Brad. Saints protection. I love that they turn them into frogs. Our boss battle. Okay. We gotta destroy these fog machines first. It's not like we really have any control though over where the characters go once you let them loose, so. But that's what that one is. You have to get rid of the fog machine. This and then 3, 6, 9, 2 by 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Kind of dead center. Ah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 gray dots. Then 2 of these with the pre-done silver line. Must go back here like this. It almost makes it look like a wheel and a wheel, but probably not. Tweezers and numbers 4 and 2. So 4 goes on this one. And then 2 goes on the other one. We'll attempt to line them up with the same cut, but no. When I pushed. Well, that looks pretty good to me. It might be slightly off, but that's the way I'm running with it. this. Okay. Six across like that. And then we're gonna put this back in there. Ah, I see. I was thinking you would put it in at like a different area, so like that it would be set at a different angle, I guess. Is the right way. Probably seat and seat. I was thinking that this part would be like facing down, but that makes sense. Now it doesn't look so wonky. I was like, that looks like a wheel and a wheel. Okay, now we're building something else, so we'll push that to the side again. Put two of these together. Welcome back, Crazy. There's like 10 seconds left in Stream Raiders. Press the right button. I can't get both of those in. I don't think I could get the top and the middle one because they're kind of further apart, but maybe the two there. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Rad and Jarhead are just on a roll today. We're looking at about 2 to 4 inches of rain Thursday with 30-mile-an-hour winds. Do another brief tomorrow. Listen, as long as all the water stays outside of our house, that's all I care about. Vampires turn into a swarm of bats. Trying to remember this. There you go, guys. You're all set up. Yeah, as long as all the rain stays outside of our house, I'm fine. Not you. And you feel flat, so not you or you. Oh, there it is. I was like, I cannot see this piece anywhere. This. Ah. That. Them and one of them. Nope, wrong side. There we go. Flip that. And then it makes us this way. So 2.5 like that. Ah, structure support. collecting all these together. And then onto those two. And then looks like that. Nice, real well. Now imagine we're gonna do it all over again for the opposite side. I can't whistle, I don't know what I'm trying. A wild bite of. Does it always have a pink red nose like that? That's weird. I wonder if Carrot had like issues with his. I wasn't noticing like any issues when I was in his stream before I started my stream, but that does not mean eventually he didn't have issues. So 1, 2, 1 if I can find it. Ah, there it is. Together. About 30 seconds in Stream Raiders. Again, looks like the other side, but you know, still, see, look at the car. Let's see. Guess that's the best spot. But don't forget to claim your crystals if you haven't. Hopefully, if you're spending like your crystals or rubies in between rounds, that you're getting good things. I love rubies. You buy that chest, and then it gives you a chance to get like all kinds of scrolls and money, and just really helps you level up, I think. Whoop, whoop. Rad and Jarhead, you guys, like I said, you're just killing it today. Paladins restore. Let's give all units extra healing. Amiga. You're all set to play as you wish. So a flat, 2 square flats, 2 long flats, giant gray. Okay, so the 2. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so ooh, what's the bill? Welcome in, Guitar Bard. We are working on the Corvette. I bought it not crazy terribly long ago, but maybe a month or 2 months. It was on sale at Target. So I had been waffling on getting it or not, but then it was on sale. So of course, because it's on sale. That fits right in there perfectly. Now we're all smooth. I have a bunch of the bigger cars like this, not like the Speed Champions, but like the Ideas or Icons or whatever they're calling them now. The bigger cars. And so I have I didn't read the back of the box, but apparently this can be done 2 ways with like a top or no top. Much like the Porsche 911, which I have, and I have waffled on that too, like should I go buy another one? Because then I can show it both ways or display it both ways. With a top, no top. Okay, I'm just going to combine those because I hate going back and forth. There's really not much in the second one, so. But, yeah, now I'm like, ooh. But I probably won't get another one of either of them. But it makes me think. But there's only like 9 numbered bags in this set, and then I got 2 paper bags, which I was excited. I haven't seen a paper bag. They've been advertising them like in every set that I've gotten like the last year that hey, we're soon going to paper bags. But then I haven't seen any, so I was excited to actually see a box with paper bags in it. So yeah, there were 9 numbered bags, and then 2 paper bags, one a windshield in each one of them, windscreen, front, back, and then a bag with the 4 tires in it. So 12 bags total, but 3 of them were fairly tiny. Yeah, so this, let me lean. This is what the paper bags looked like. I mean, you can see it's already poking through, but I was still excited. Like I said, they've been advertising them for like a year now, I want to say, maybe longer, saying, hey, we're going to switch to paper bags. We're going to switch to paper bags, but then I hadn't really seen it. And we try to minimize as much plastic as possible in our house. And you can't, some of these bags, hey, welcome in, Bender Builds. Let me give you both a shout out. Are you not gonna work now? What is okay? I was like, maybe Frosty just needs a moment. Oh, we try to minimize or recycle as much as we can, and a lot of the Lego bags say that they're not recyclable on them, which I understand because they're that super thin plastic. It's been used as many times as it could or whatever. So I was excited that they were going to paper, bags. That way they'd be recyclable. Or at least, break down unlike plastic. So I was probably overly excited when I actually saw a paper bag in the set. Maybe a little more excited than most would think I needed to be. So that's kind of where we're at with this piece so far. But I try to spread them out because sets are expensive. So I'll do 4 bags in it today, and then the other 5 on Thursday. And we are doing Stream Raiders Dungeons right now as well. So if you are interested in playing, you can hop in. If you don't want to, that's completely fine as well. It's just something fun we do. Well, Stream Raiders in general. They don't always have dungeons. Oh, look at all those guys down there. Woohoo! We started out with 14 and ended with 33. Let's see what's this one? Sometimes if the robots increase critical hit chance by plus 20%, plus 2% per tier. Robots automatically revive at the end of the boss battle. And then this one says elves have plus 20% resistance and regeneration. They recover 4 health per tier. Yeah, let's do that. Boss battle. Ooh. So how have you two been? How have you been, Vanderbilt and Guitar Bard? Any fun things happening or happening in the near future? Planned? Whatever. Let's see. I was like, did I not get a piece out? But I did. This way, and I think these are, the same on both sides, so there's that. Ooh, fun. I think that's way more creative than I could, ever hope to be. The whole cosplay thing. I think it's really neat and cool. I just think it's more, than I could come up with. Okay. Oop. As I throw the car at myself. And clip it. Oh, you guys can see it. We clipped it onto those 2 posts. So when you flip it over, it's kind of out there. I taught myself how to wire wrap dice to make the crown for the costume. It's tough, but it was fun. I'm going as the narrator from BG3. Oh, okay. I see all those costumes, and I'm like, the creativity it must, take to come up with, each piece. Steal Your Heart crocheted her whole, Sailor Moon costume. And I was like, I couldn't. I'd be like, I like this costume. And then that'd be the end where my brain would come up with anything. I can follow directions like nobody's business. That, however, does not make me creative. It just makes me really good at following directions. Oh yeah, some of the costumes are wild. The creative person, I'm a creative person. I go, yeah, no, that's wild. And you're like, I couldn't do that. Yeah, I can follow directions like nobody's business. So if I found complete directions to something, I'd be like, yeah, I can do that because I can follow directions. But I can't. I guess because I sew kids' clothes, and I mean, again, that's just following direction. But as creative as I get is picking out the fabric, and then after that, I'm like, okay. Instructions are still a good thing. I need instructions from them. Yeah, like I can follow directions like nobody's business. This. And then we need this. This. Okay. A wild silicobra. I don't know why this keeps happening. Let me hide, unhide, and then it's right. I don't believe I have that one though. So, pokey, catch. Wait. Oh. Ah, rude. Pokey, cat. Oh. How about an ultra ball? Mwahaha! I do have it. And then we're gonna attach this like that. And then flip the car again, which I suppose I didn't need to flip it back the first time, but you know, I did. Oh, I was like, why is that not? Oh, because I gotta flip the pieces. So, not always stellar at following directions. Come on, click. There we go. And then you give it a little squeezy squeeze so that it clips on. And eventually, there might be one of those going in that other spot. I think for now, there's just one. Which I don't know what that's going to do later, but yeah, that's our back end. Nope, not you. That one. Yeah, and that one. So. Ooh, I caught it. Woohoo! Sometimes it feels like I don't catch like anything. Like I, put out there to do it, and nothing. I catch nothing. Sorry, I can't. Okay, it is that way. Let me slide that in there to give that whole edge a really finished look. Okay, let's see what we got. There's 13 of us, and I think just this magma dude in the middle. I'm not going to do the next step, but I am going to collect the pieces for it. Oh, it was more than one bad guy. Woohoo! Let's collect our boon. Orc Slayer's attacks deal damage equal to their tier to all enemies. That's nice. Spies spawn traps on their path every 5 seconds. Traps deal damage and immobilize enemies. Templars restore 7 health per tier every 1 second for 3 seconds to nearby allies who kill an enemy. Let's do the Orc Slayer. I need to do one more tank. To complete a quest. So I'm going to put out the tank. Okay, guys, you are all set to play or not play as your heart's desire. Okay, so we need to do this and this twice. Then, oh, I was like, it did not show a little gray dot. It did, but it was in the corner, so like the page not opening all the way blocked it. Oh, no wonder. This way. so we put there we go. That in there. Again, to make this side super smooth. And then there. And there. Okay. Do this twice. And then okay, so I'm not a very good instruction follower today. Yeah, one bad. I'm not reading the directions all the way. I constantly get on my kids. Stop worrying about what comes next. Focus on what you gotta do this, and then here I am, not paying a damn bit of attention. Okay. This. Here. Okay, those of you hanging out in chat, if you're lurking, I understand. You may be working, or you just may not want to chat. That's fine too. But I have a question. We have about an hour-ish left, and I'm like at the end of this bag. Just some stickering to do. What do you want to do for the next hour? Do you want to do 5 bags today instead of 4? And then do the other 4 on Thursday? Do you want to do Diamond Dots? Do you want me to play Dream My Valley? Do you want to see the new game I got? The potion game. It's like an alchemist. That's why, like, some people are working and lurking, and I totally appreciate that. You could just be focusing on work, or you could be lurking in anybody else's channel. You could like be like, oh no, she's crap, I'm not watching her. I appreciate any lurks and the plays. It's fun. I don't mind. I know I stream during the day when people work, so there's a good chance that either I won't have a ton of people in my stream, period, or a lot of people will be lurking. Okay, only 2, so this one is extra. So we have 3 different license plates here. We have a Corvette, like play, not necessarily vanity, but you know, like a playful one. And then we have the Michigan one and a California one. I don't bet for anything really. Diamond Art of Stardew Valley sound nice. I don't have Stardew. Well, I have Stardew Valley. I'm not very good at it. The day ends too fast for me on Stardew Valley. But I mean, I still play it, but I'm not like excellent at it. I feel like a lot of times I pass out and wake up in my bed at home, and it scolds me for staying out too late. Okay, once these dots on these pegs on the end. And I'm gonna put the Corvette, like, I don't know, it's not really a custom plate, but you know, like the little, like, hey, I drive a Corvette plate on it instead of like a state license plate. And then we'll just drop the other ones back there so they don't get lost. But there is a little factoid thingy on here. It says when you turn the Michigan plate upside down, the 4 numbers, so when you turn it upside down like this, the 4 numbers 0937 spell out Lego. That's cute. So it looks like this, but then when you turn it around upside down, it spells Lego. Or, you know, as close as you can get it with numbers. This one does not spell anything. I'm guessing 1961 is probably the year that, like, the first Corvette was released. Probably that's the significance. Or it could have no significance. But we will do 5 bags on Thursday. You know, I like to spread them out. Let me move this so I don't accidentally bump it, because I am prone to do things like that. Okay, Mr. Mustang, I'm gonna need you to move over just a smidge. Ooh, I found a Lego on the floor, which also not uncommon. Okay, let's do our battle. I'm gonna put it like way down here because they're ice, you know? And I'm gonna pick up my bags of tires and windshield so I don't accidentally step on them. Ooh, dinosaurs! This time it was Yex TV and Beer Bear for the most kills and most assists. I'm sorry if I pushed your name. Paladins restore 5 health per tier to a nearby non-paladin ally when their own health is restored. That's nice. Oh, I love all units. I love all unit boons. Like everybody across the board. Bees. I said bees. There we go. That was the last one I needed for that. And bees are air. Do flying rogue. You guys, as always, are free to place wherever you want. We'll do this. I'll add diamond art to my stream. Just diamond art, you know, to the tags. There we go. Carrot keeps talking about doing cross stitch, and I've done cross stitch in the past, and I gave all the stuff to my mother-in-law when we moved the one time, so I bet it's just sitting in her craft room. So I was like, you keep making me want to do cross stitch again with talking about it. Thank you for all the elites today, or epics. That's what they're called, epics. Today, Rad. Looks like F. 8130. Welcome in, Rad! I've seen you lurking. I figure you got stuff to do today. But I just wanted to give you a thank you for all the things. Oh, and Sunday was Rad's birthday. So let me get the right thing going.
Happy birthday!
Happy belated birthday. That's all right. Some days you don't feel social, and that is completely okay. I just wanted to give you a thank you because you've been killing it today. It's the great thing about Twitch. It kind of allows you to be social without being social. And I know that sounds kind of like contrary, like how can you be social but not social? Because you can hang out in somebody's stream but not actually like talk to them or interact with them so much. But like if they're playing a game, you could contribute to the game or play the game with them, even if you're not talking to them. It allows you to be social without being social. You don't have to interact, but you also don't have to be alone if you don't want to be. You just hang out, and then, you know, like I said, you're not being social, but you're not alone either. I do it all the time. I have 4 Twitch accounts. Right, like, and I do that too sometimes. Like, I did it a lot yesterday. I was really trying to like force myself to catch up on the reviews. Normally, I don't have like this past summer was just I was just kind of wonky all summer, like with the book stuff, and I'm still really trying to get like back into my normal routine with it. I read much less than I have like in the past over this past summer, couple months in general, but like normally I'll read a few and then write a few reviews, but I got like way behind. So most of yesterday I had like 2 or 3 tabs open, but I wasn't like really talking. It'd be like comment here and there, but not like really talking, trying to force myself to really get those done. And it's one of those things like I don't mind writing reviews. I like talking about how much I like the book or what I didn't necessarily like about the book, while also pointing out that just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you won't like it. Um, but when I get too far behind on them, then I get like it's hard to do them because I'm like, well, what if I don't remember the book that well, or those kind of things. So I was like, nope, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna buckle down, and we're gonna do this. So it was only like a random comment here or there most of yesterday, but I had several tabs open, flipping back and forth, listening in. And I was kind of doing it this morning in carrots. Uh, and I still think I have maybe 3 or 4 left to do yet. There are 24 of us and 22 of them. Do you do your reviews immediately after reading? Sometimes it depends. Sometimes I wait merely because I don't finish it till 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and I'm in bed and I'm not getting up to write the review. And sometimes I let it stew so that like I can think of how I want to word it. And sometimes I finish and I get right on and do it. There's no like necessary rhyme or reason to it. But I mean, sometimes there is. Like I said, sometimes I'll be like, "Oh my god, I love this book," but like something deep or like really like impactful happened in the book, and I want to be sure I word it the right way. Or sometimes with certain arcs, like I know one part of the book is like it's not talked about in the blurb, so I got to figure out how I want to write about the book without spilling that secret. You know what I mean? Like, say the main male character is a virgin, and it's not talked about, but it plays a huge part in the book, but it's not talked about in the blurb or anything yet. So I gotta like give myself time to formulate how I want to write the review and say the things I want to say, but not include that one aspect, if that makes sense. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, your books are my books are strange. The books I read are strange. Sometimes they're all dark and twisty, like her daddy sold her to pay his gambling debt to the mafia, you know? Or arranged, welcome in Yaxel T. Why? Waxel TV? I'm so sorry if I'm like butchering your name. But welcome in. I've seen you playing Stream Raiders with us. Thank you so much. You know, and sometimes they're literal fluff. Like the mountain man saves her and then they fall instantly in love and he uses his big tool on her. Like, are they realistic? Not at all. Did I love it? Yes. Was it dirty? Also yes, but I love that too. You know, I read a fair amount of like a span of things. Yeah. Uh-huh. Listen. I'm not saying that me and the devil did anything, but he won't look me in the eye this morning. So I saw that on a bookmark and I was like, ah, that's fantastic. Or another one was like, I don't want to be the meek, polite woman. I want to be the woman that when my feet touch the floor in the morning, the devil goes, oh shit, she's up. Yeah. I laughed so hard when I saw those two. The second one wasn't a bookmark. It was like a meme type, you know, like, cause what was that website called? It was like awful cards or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. But you could go on there and make ones yourself and things like that. And it was hilarious. And I was like, yes, I do want to be that. I missed one of a different color. But yeah. I read some like romantic comedy, very like probably really clean. Like they allude to something happening, like what they call that, like fade to black or closed door. You know something happened, but they don't describe it at all. And some, I mean, they're not my favorite, but I don't dislike them. I guess if the rest of the storyline and the is written well, then I still enjoy it. But there's all different kinds. You read, what makes you happy. The other one, the one I read the other day is I love this author. Her name's Annie Anderson. She writes all kind of like paranormal, supernatural, I guess you'd call it, like wraiths and witches that can't die and angels and demons and all that kind of stuff. And it's a new series by her. It's the first book, and it's going to be a trilogy. So she's a what they call in the story a lux. She's a magical person. She has abilities, whatever, and she lives inside of a mountain, and her sister like, and not just her and her sister, but like all the people that are not upper class in the area in the mine have to like dig out this type of metal, and the type of metal it is or weakens her powers essentially. And she's kind of happy it does, because if they find out she has power, they'll kill her anyway, so it's not a bad deal that it does that. And so the leader's son takes an interest in her 15-year-old sister, and when she sneaks out to steal food so that they can run away, like to add to their stash so that they can run away, when she gets back, she finds said son trying to force himself on her sister, which makes her really angry and overrides the dimming effect, and she attacks the guy and kills him. Congratulations. And so he takes her up to the top where they've kind of flattened out an area, and he's gonna kill her. Like, he ties her to this thing, he stabs her, and he sets out accelerant essentially around her feet, and then sets the glass thing a certain way. Anyway, she gets rescued by 2 dragons, who of course turn out to be her mates, and she's taken to the king, who has been split from his dragon half, so that like they're 2 separate physical things you can see. And that's the lux to save them all is gonna break that curse and allow him and his dragon to become one again. Got head out for the. No, you have a wonderful day, Rad. Thank you for lurking. And of course, the king and his dragon half are also her mates. So technically, she has 3 dragon mates. You know, interesting times are to be had. So you just know at some point she's going to be done by 3 dragons. I don't think she's going to be upset about it. But I read like, whatever you call it, paranormal, supernatural, those type, and I read just plain romance, and I read dirty, dark, twisted romance, and MCs that are trying to stop human trafficking rings, and all kinds of stuff. The only kind I don't really read is, I guess what you'd call like religious romance or whatever. I don't think if you pray hard enough, you're not going to be afraid of the fire, or it's going to magically fix whatever's wrong with you. And the religious romances tend to be on the cleaner side, because religious romance. But there's Amish romances. You read about the Amish. Trying to get these 2 to split apart, because they're kind of split off of each other, but it doesn't want to. And sometimes I don't even read really romance. There's like mysteries and thrillers and the serial killer books, and I mean, even those books tend to have a romantic element to them, but I wouldn't call them romances by any stretch. Like, that is not the main theme of the book. It's just a little side thing. to find this color in the packet and refill it. But I don't remember where I put the packets. But the one I read before that was called something for Samheim. Anyway, it was by another author I like. Her name's Delilah Donovan. And she writes, I don't know whether you'd call them like queer or LGBTQ type books. But one or more of the characters have like autism, and people are gay, and they're like, or gay or asexual or something to that effect. And they're always like cozy mysteries, I guess is the right. She writes some sports ones where it's about I want to say rugby, and but like all the gay like a fair amount of the guys on the rugby team are gay. And I think she wrote like a security one too, but they were like shifters, but also one of them was autistic and more than one of them was gay, like when you got through the whole series. But she writes a lot of cozy romance, cozy mystery, that's what she calls them. And they're always good fun reads. A fair amount of her books don't really contain sex at all because the people are asexual or because she is autistic herself, so it's like her view on autism and romance, whether however that may come. But I really like her books too. But it's a vampire who is autistic, and sometimes they feel like a she, and sometimes they feel like a they. Depends on the day. And she likes a witch who lives in a double-decker bus, kind of right outside her library/coffee shop. Or not library, bookstore/coffee shop. And they solve a cozy mystery. And the village they live in is all full of supernatural people. Vampires and druids and naiads and dryads and witches and all kinds. Kind of a found family village. The one I'm reading right now is about a guy who is like special forces, whatever, but he's also a polar bear shipper. And he's coming home to his hometown after serving for X amount of years. And he's going to become the sheriff, and his dad is a total douche canoe. So he's got to rein him back in and help his sister and his brothers and the town. And of course he's going to find his mate, who's on the run from a forced pairing where that guy tried to kill her. And she's a cinnamon bear, which is like, I guess, a version of a black bear, or no, a brown bear in this particular world. This one is not a boss battle yet. The next one will be a boss battle. I'm gonna do my Bluebee. My flyer bloob. Yep. It's funny how things like have been around for a while, and then one person on social media or just the right targeted ad makes it like blow up, and everybody's like, oh my god, have you read this book? And it's like, yeah, that's been out for a while. And they're like, no, I don't think you understand. It's no, I have. It's been out for a while. And I don't think there's anything wrong with like what they call book talk or any of that. Um, but I personally would not read a book just because it blew up on book talk. That's not to say there's anything wrong with the book or that I wouldn't read it, but I wouldn't read it just because it blew up on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, well, I have to read it. Everybody else is. If I don't like it, I don't like it. You know what I mean? And I have not read them, but that is not to say there's anything wrong with it. A lot of times my stuff is like so pre-booked with like books I've agreed to read that I don't get to read a lot of like other stuff in between. But yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people don't know like the origin stories of how like some of these authors came up with it. There we go. That one broke apart finally. I know I could just get more beads, but it annoys me when they're stuck together because I'm like, there's nothing wrong with them. Must break them apart. Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean that the stories featured abiodynamic is that it was one of those things where you didn't explain it to someone who didn't already. Yeah, it is. It's weird how like those things like catch on or I mean, it depends on like, I guess, the amount you read or the types you read. But like for a while it was like the stepbrother romance was like everybody was writing it, and then everybody was writing what else did they call it? Right, like, it's not to say that I don't like it or I won't read it, but like I won't read it just because of that. Like, I need more. Like, if I read the blurb, yeah, like my stepbro's gonna do me is more like it. Which I don't necessarily have a problem with, because contextually, if your parents marry and you're both 17, you didn't grow up together. You're not related in any way. It's not like incest. You know what I mean? But like, if your parents met and got married and you have grown up in the same house together, it's kind of a little weird for me. Like, if you've known each other since you were both 5 years old, and now you're 18, 19, you're adults, and you're like, I've been fighting this burning lust. No, like, no, you grew up together, you're siblings. But like I said, if your parents get married, you're like 16, 17, then it's not really weird. You know what I mean? You didn't grow up together. You're just two teenagers thrown into the same house. But if you grew up together, no, I'm good. I'm good. That's disgusting. But yeah, for a while it was that, everything, and then it was cocky. Cocky this, cocky that, cocky, and then there was Cockygate, where an author tried to copyright the word cocky. Not like in a series title, just the whole word. Just that one word. And then she went to like Amazon and was going to individual authors and telling them they had to change their titles because she copyrighted that word and you can't use it. And I was like, sweetie, you don't know how trademark works. You could copyright the series title or a book title that has the word cocky in it, but you would copyright that whole thing, not just the word cocky. So, like, if you had a series called, like, Cocky Firefighters or whatever the hell else, you know what I mean? Like, I know that isn't a good one, but, you know, something to that effect. You could copyright, like, that whole series title so that nobody else could use it. But she just wanted to copyright the word cocky, and then she was like, sending everybody cease and assist letters and trying to get people's stuff taken off Amazon. And I was like, sweetie, you can't do any of that until you actually have trademark papers. My science or my biology teacher told us that we don't find people we grow up with since childhood attractive. That is like a natural incest avoider. Not sure how true that is, but was science teacher who said it with the example that they thought her brother were like, I agree to some extent. Like, if you grow up with your brother from birth, from very young, you're probably not going to find them attractive. Some of that is because they've annoyed the shit out of you your entire childhood. Right? And somebody who has annoyed you that much, you can't find attractive. I don't know if it's like nature's way, but like, you know. But I get what he's saying, but like I said, even though you're not, see, siblings are just annoying. So, you know, there's that part of it. But yeah, like, I get that technically sometimes like that you're not related, so it shouldn't matter. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. You've known each other since you were 5. You grew up together. It's a little too incesty for me, even if you're not technically related. But yeah, then there was Cockygate, and then there was another one where like everybody was writing those types of books, which I guess is okay. It's not bad. It's just the market gets like saturated with that one type of book, especially like in the indie community. I mean, it's one of it's like a flash. What do they call it? A flash in a pan, because those things happen, but they're kind of over as quick as they begin. I think I totally just did that whole thing and didn't show you guys. I'm sorry. Where is my? There's my necromancer. Sorry, I was talking and I just did it, and then when it was over, I was like, crap, I didn't show it. But some of those, like, that doesn't mean that, like, writers aren't writing other things while they're writing those quick books or whatever. And I think for a while there was, like, a saturation of, like, hockey books or books about hockey players, hockey romance. Turn over so I can poke you. That's what he said. Come on, just break apart. Did I finally get it? I did! Woohoo! But I only kept one part of it, apparently. I don't know where the other half went. Oh, there it is. Like I said, I know I could go get more of these beads. I have them. But I hate when they're just stuck together. It's like, I don't know, it feels wasteful. Felt like that cracked that time. Ah, There we go. I heard it that time. And those are other colors. They're not actually that color. Where did I put the extras of these? A Volbeat is loose in chat, and I know that's not a Volbeat, but I fixed it like 4 times today, and it just keeps messing up. So, here's my pack. What is that? 8158. Haha, there it is. But yeah, I mean, on that, like the whole book thing, like there are so many books. Like if you don't like one, just find a different one. I don't understand. So Amazon gets me. So I have had at one point Amazon take all of my reviews down, like thousands of reviews, and claim that I broke their terms of service. But in the email where they tell me that I broke terms of service, they don't tell me how. So I emailed them back and I was like, okay, I understand according to you, I broke terms of service. I don't think I did, but can you tell me what I did? And if you can't, then reinstate my reviews, because if you can't tell me, then I didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't show me where I broke terms of service, how can you hold me accountable for breaking terms of service? So it took a while. It took like a week or two, but finally, after enough pestering, I guess they couldn't actually give me an answer, so they just reinstated my reviews. But they've done that with tons of people, and unless you're willing to be a persistent pain in their backside, your reviews don't get put back. So they did that, right? But then they will leave up reviews by people who admit that they have not read the book, but they read the blurb, and that is really disgusting. And they don't like that type of book, so you shouldn't read it either. And I was like, how are you going to take down all of my reviews when you leave theirs up? Which is something I brought up in the thing. And I linked multiple examples of it. And I think that's half of what got my reviews put back. Because I was like, how can you hold me accountable for this when you leave their reviews up? They admit they didn't even read the book. I almost said it again. 24 to 44. And this will be our last, put that in there where I put it. That would be our last one for the day, and then we will find a person to raid into. Oh, that sounded sad. Poopsicle. 17 levels, which is the most we've gotten into this one. 135 rubies, 274 units, 106 allies fallen. Jarhead was number 1 today with 45 kills, 1 assist, and 21 units. And then Rad was second with 12 kills, 24 assists, and 20 units. And then Thou Heart and Mind with 8 kills, 5 assists, 18. Then Cookie Crumbles blue dingleberry, and so on and so forth. But you guys did fantastic today. We will try again on Thursday. Usually if there's not like, I don't know, enough people in the beginning who I think are gonna want to play Stream Raiders, I just do the campaign. That way we don't lose our place in the dungeon. But considering we'll be at level 1, maybe I'll just jump right in, and if we lose, we lose. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Let's spend our ruby. Oh, I get to claim my crystals. So let's try. I want this earth vampire skin. So that's why I keep trying in there. It's not working though, as you can tell. Ooh, a ticket. And if you click on the little eye there, it will tell you. See, on this one I got these 2 skins, so I need to get those 2 skins. Oh, maybe it's because I need to go in here. Let's try. There we go. It will tell you, like, what things you've got. So once you get all of that item, it'll check mark it off. And essentially, once you've done it 30 times, you will have gotten everything in the chest. So, let's see. Scroll down. We can upgrade our spy, our rogue, archer, ooh, and our block. There it is. And I should, yep, be able to. No new people. But let's see what the can. Nope, not enough thing to progress to the next of that. Didn't say what. Okay, I need one more ticket, and then I can possibly get one of these. I may or may not get it this week, though, so it may be different by the time I get enough to do anything. So I'm going to bring it to just camera quickly while I attempt to find somebody to raid into. Let's see who's on. Lilin is on. My Star's on. If we want it, do you guys want to keep playing Stream Raiders? If so, I can raid us into My Star, and you guys can keep doing Stream Raiders. If not, GH is on. Let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, Lambus Red is on. A lot of people are on right now. Thank you for hanging out, Guitar Bard. My brain always wants to go Guitar Beard, and I have to like stop myself. No, Bard. Bard. Don't say the other one. It's weird. Okay, I altered. So there we go. Yeah, my brain is like Guitar Beard. No, Bard. No. Don't be weird. Let's see. Brad has only been on for about an hour. So let's click the right thing now that I'm done messing with things. Raid. Lambus Bread. Oh, nope. Like that. There we go. Thank you for hanging out as always, Laura. When you get a more concrete plan as to when you're going to stream, like what day, be sure to let me know, and I will try to make sure to be in there and celebrate with you and hang out the way you do in Mayan. But thank you to Yexel TV and Skur for the new follows today. Okay, that thing is annoying me. I am so sorry if I am murdering your name. I cannot, apparently. Oh, I shouted out her instead of did a raid thing. See, my brain does not want to work today, apparently. I was like, let me copy the thing. Oh, it's not there. And I don't know why. So my emotes will work with Frosty for a little bit, and then they'll start doing this. So I don't know if I have to, like, renew them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say don't use my emotes and then use my emotes again to get them to work. But either way, thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you have a great day, and I will hopefully see you again on